Hey guys, so today we're going to be learning how to multiply in different bases, so just keep watching to find out. So here is how I set up my problem. We are multiplying in base 4 today, so you can see that I put base 4 at the bottom of my two-digit numbers. My number of groups is at the top, and my what's left is on the bottom. So basically what that means is my number of groups is the amount of groups that I can take out of my base 4 number. So for example, if I end up getting 5, for example, I would put a number of group of 1, because there's one number of group that I can get with that. And then what's left, only 1 is left. Since my number ended up being 5, I can get one group of 4 from that, but I still have a remainder, so I'm going to put my what's left at the bottom. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I run out of numbers. So just keep watching to see me multiply these numbers. So this is me attempting to try to break down the numbers. We already know that 3 times 2 is 6. So I am just breaking down 6. And as you can see, I went ahead and I took one group of 4 out of that, and I'm making a little tree here. And I think I'm writing to the left the number of groups I can make. And then to my right, I'm writing down what's left out of that. Okay guys, so I realized that I did not get to fit this other part in this video. I think it got cut off when I was recording the second digit here. So we all know that 2 times 2 equals 4, but we also have to remember that we have that top number at the top of our 2. Okay, so that means 2 times 2 plus 1. Okay, we all know that 2 times 2 is 4, plus that 1 is 5. Okay, so say for example I did make my factor tree, I would write down 5. And then on the left branch, so to speak, that would be my number of groups, and on the right branch would be what's left. So I can take out one group of 4 from that 5, so I will write 1 on that on the left of the factor tree. And then what's left? What's left when I take away 4 from 5? Well, only 1 is left. And so, since I don't have another number to write my number of groups in, I'm just going to put it right next to the remainder of 1. So that means for my first number, my total answer is 112 base 4. So I went ahead and put my 0 as a placeholder since we are multiplying, and I also went ahead and scribbled out that remainder 1 just so it wouldn't confuse me when I was starting my second portion of the problem. So this next part is super duper easy. It's just self-explanatory because we're just multiplying by 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and multiply 1, and then I'm going to come back. So even though we're finished multiplying, we are still in base 4. We still have to remember our addition rules for adding in different bases. So just remember our number of groups at the top. How many groups can we take from the numbers that we added, and what's left from those groups that we added? So 2 plus 0 is just 2, so there's nothing we can do there. Okay? But 3 plus 1, that means it's 4. So how many groups can I take away with that? Well, I could take away one whole group, right? I think I'm making my factor tree here for you guys. I'm going to put my number of groups, one number of groups because it's 4, and then nothing is left since I took away all of those 4 for my groups, remember? So I'm writing down 0, and I'm going to go ahead and write down 1 as well for my number of groups. And I'm also going to do that for this next one here. This one is 2 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, and that is also 4. Okay, and I think I'm also trying to write a factor tree on this right hand side, but I think it got cut off when writing, so I'm just going to explain it to you guys again. So 2 plus 1 plus 1, that's 4. That's the exact same thing we did in the previous number, right? So we have 0 for what's left, because remember we have a one full group of 4, because we already took away that group of 4. Okay? So this ends up being our answer. Okay, we did our multiplication, we did our addition. This is going to be the number that we leave with. Okay, this is a little different from multiplying in normally base 10. You know, we can kind of put on autopilot, but we just have to remember these rules when multiplying and adding in different bases.